What's up? It's HellaCrayy here, and by the title, I'll obviously be talking about what to expect when moving here to AZ. But first, I'll be going over how I ended up here and why I moved here. One day back in 2015. So my sister was living here. And she lived here for about a year. She moved here with her dad, and then she ended up moving back home because she ended up getting pregnant. So she wanted to be closer to my mom, so she can help her with the baby and stuff, because it's her first kid, she's only 20 years old. So yeah, and this is my first niece or nephew. So HellaCrayy is about to be an uncle. But yeah, I moved here last year in December, and mainly it was just because of I wanted to get away from the stupid cold and the snow. I was tired of cleaning off my car every day from the snow and the cold. And the city that I'm from, which is Milwaukee, is getting terrible, like violence wise. It's just going to hell. The first thing I'm going to talk about has to do with transportation. Now, as far as getting around, if you don't have a car, there's a lot of buses. There's a lot of buses, taxis, and I see a lot of Ubers. And there's they're called light rails. There's like they're like trains kind of, but they run on the street with cars, so you gotta, when they're coming, you gotta move, stuff like that. Another thing is there's a lot of accidents. These people cannot drive at all. Since I've been here, which is December, January, February, March, April, May, almost 5 months, I've almost gotten to about at least 5 to 10 accidents because of reckless, stupid drivers. If you do have a car, you will want to get tinted windows because of the heat, the sun. Well, not the heat, but the sun. It really helps keep the heat out of your car. You'll also want to get a windshield shade thingy majiggy. I have one. It's a Batman one because I am childish. Also, you'll want to have good tires on your car because every day there's a ton of tires blown off of cars because of, again, the heat. The roads are very hot in the summer. Yeah, you're gonna want good tires, Arizona is huge. And when I say huge, I mean huge. It takes normally at least 30 minutes to get to where you want to go as far as like work, unless you live by a lot of retail or whatever. I don't know what the hell you're going to live by. Yeah, like different cities can take, even close cities can take up to hours, just to get to. When there's bad traffic, but on a good day, about 30 minutes to get around. The exits are so spread apart and everything is just so spread apart. There's tons of space in Arizona to put up all kinds of stuff. I don't know why they haven't put up more, but who knows? Maybe I can't talk. Maybe a lot will come in the future. Now, we'll talk about scenery. There's tons of scenery. Oh my gosh, the mountains. Everywhere you look, there's mountains. That's one of the main reasons I like living here. They're always in the background. It is lovely. The Grand Canyon. If you're not scared of heights, the Grand Canyon is here. It's about 3 hours, I think, from me. I will never in my life go to the Grand Canyon. I'm good enough with pictures. I've seen pictures of it. I know people fall from it, a couple times a year, and I'm not going nowhere near it. I'm terrified of heights. I love roller coasters, but anything like on top of mountains or airplanes, no, not for me. The sunrises and the sunsets are beautiful. You'll love them. If you love scenery, this is a good place to be. There's cool deserts and the rocks all over and mountains, and there's a lot of lakes here, contrary to popular belief. It's super hot, so you wouldn't think lakes and water will be here, but there are lakes here. I know one of the more popular ones are Lake Havasu. I've never been there. I think it's a couple hours away from here, but I saw pictures of it and it looks really nice. It has super blue water and big waterfalls, and it's like in between mountains and, well, not mountains, but rocks and stuff. It looks nice. You'll love it. You'll look it up. Lake Havasu. Now, as far as jobs, there's a lot of jobs here. Since I've been here the past 4 or 5 months, I've had 3 jobs. I'm currently working 2 right now. There's a lot of call centers and retail and sales, you know, stuff like that. So getting a job will not be an issue, or should not be an issue. Also, minimum wage here is, I believe, $8.05. Out of all the jobs that I have, they've been at least $9 to $10. One I work is $10. The other is based on mileage. If you see my vlogs, you'll see that one. The weather, I love the weather here so far. I was kind of skeptical to move here, and that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people are skeptical to move here, because they think, oh, Arizona, it gets hot as hell, I'm going to melt, I ain't moving there. But no, it's actually pretty nice. In the winter here, you can walk around in shorts and short sleeve shirts with no problem. It's about maybe low 40s at night and 60s, 65 in the daytime. So yeah, it's pretty nice. The weather here is really diverse. Like, you can drive to Flagstaff, which is really nice and snowy and has the big pines, and that's another place that's nice to look at if you enjoy scenery. Or they have a lot of ski resorts there. So if you want to go on vacation, you can go to Flagstaff. You can go within the same day to Flagstaff, drive 30 minutes or whatever the hell it is, over to Scottsdale or something, and go swimming all in the same day. So it's kind of crazy. It's not 30 minutes, it's some hours, but you know, just being sarcastic there. Now with Flagstaff, it is snowy and it's high up in the mountains, so that's one reason why it's always cold. And it is terrifying to drive through. If you're scared of heights, you will be terrified like I was. I drove from Wisconsin to here when I moved here, and it was 21 or 22 hours or 25, I don't know. But I drove through Flagstaff and I was terrified. I drove about 2 miles an hour. It's crazy because everyone was just speeding past me on the mountains like I'm in the wrong. Do you not see there's snow and ice on the ground, and we're in a mountain, one slip and you're rolling down the mountain? It was terrifying, but it was beautiful. It did look nice, so that was cool, but it's terrifying. Disaster wise, there are no tornadoes or earthquakes, but there are haboops, I believe that's how you say it, which are dust storms or sandstorms. Not really sand because it's more of a dust. And yeah, there's dust storms, okay? Since it is the desert, there's a lot of dirt, you get dust storms. It's not that bad. I've been in a couple. Can't really see that much, but just keep straight, okay? Keep straight. Now with the heat, it is a dry heat, so it isn't super humid. You don't really sweat unless you're being super active. The highest I've been so far is in 105, and it felt maybe like 80. You know, it doesn't feel as hot as it really is. Maybe back if I was at home and it was 105 degrees outside, you have like 60% humidity, I'd be dead. Okay, but here's like 5-10% humidity. It's not that bad. I would suggest coming to visit here on a hot day and see if you can, you know, withstand it before you move here. But if you just want to move away, go for it. I remember one time my sister posted on Snapchat, it was 120 degrees. That was last year. I'm glad I wasn't here, but like I said, it's not that bad unless you're in like direct sunlight. Then it's kind of scorching, you know. You might melt, okay? As far as food and entertainment, there's a lot of food. Like in the area that I live in, which is Goodyear, there's tons of restaurants, maybe like 20 restaurants within the next couple blocks over. There's the Scottsdale Food Festival. I've never been to it, but I've heard of it. It goes on for, I think, 3 days or something. It's just a big place with, I think, 35,000 people come a year. And there's just food everywhere. I would love to go there because, as you all know by my vlogs, I am fat and all I do is eat, okay? I was actually thinking about doing a restaurant review because with Postmates I go to a lot of restaurants, and you know, I just go to a lot of restaurants anyway because, like I said, I'm fat and all I do is eat. I love food, okay? Leave me alone. Now as far as different cities and cost, the most expensive cities here are probably Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. Like, they're super nice. If I had the money, I would definitely move there. Paradise Valley and the Scottsdale area, they have houses built into the mountains way up high. I drove through there one time. I was terrified, but it is beautiful. It is nice. And if you're rich, that will be the spot for you, okay? But I'm poor, so this is the spot for me. I know Phoenix has a good balance. I don't really like Phoenix that much because most of the areas I've seen in Phoenix, they're not so good looking, you know. But that is also the area where the higher crime rating is. You know, I was looking at the crime map. It's like the only red and orange areas, orange is like kind of bad, red is you go over there, you're getting shot, are in Phoenix. You know, everywhere else like Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Litchfield Park, Goodyear, what is it? You know what I'm thinking. What is it? Buckeye. All those areas are green, but Phoenix, red. I don't like Phoenix at all, but my lease is up soon and I have to decide where I want to live. I'm trying to get somewhere a little bit cheaper. I have a 2-bedroom apartment now in Goodyear and it's like a little over $1,000 a month. So I'm trying to go a little bit cheaper. So we'll see what happens. Tempe, around the ASU area, gets super busy. There's so many college people. I would never ever live over there in my life unless I was a college student. All you see are people and bikes and more people and scooters and more people, skateboards and more people. I wouldn't recommend Tempe unless you're going to college. Well, at least around the, you know, campus areas, it gets crazy over there. That's another reason why I don't do Postmates over in that area. When I do get a new place, I want to stay in like the Avondale or the gooder parts of Glendale or Goodyear or Surprise, somewhere around there. So got some research to do. My lease is up in July, the middle of July, so we'll see. There's lots of bars and clubs if you're that type of person. There's a lot of stuff to do as far as sports. If you like basketball, you know, there's the Phoenix Suns. With baseball, there's the Cardinals. Football, there's the Diamondbacks. And with hockey, there's the Coyotes. So if you're a big sports person, you'll love Arizona. There's a lot of horsebacking and mountain climbing and mountain hiking. Isn't mountain hiking the only hiking that you do? Do you go water hiking? No, you don't. So you'll probably just want to say hiking, right? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong because I'm wrong about a lot of things because I know nothing and I'm useless. So, but yeah, hopefully I've been over most of the things that people are skeptical about when moving here. The main thing is the heat. It is not that bad. It's not as bad as people think it is. I thought it was, but it's really not. You'll probably like it. Like I said, you should probably visit before though if you can, to see if you can withstand the heat. I'm not a big heat person. I'm more of a cold person, but it's not that bad, like I said. So yeah, sorry if the lighting is bad. I don't have my lights. I left them back home in Wisconsin, so I have to get new lights for my videos, you know. So I'm using my natural lighting for my windows. I have 4 windows in my room, so it's kind of good, but this area is kind of dark. But who cares, you know? No one needs to see me. I'm ugly anyway. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It'll really help me out. And make sure you subscribe, people, okay? Don't just watch it. Go ahead and subscribe. I make vlogs on this channel as well. So if you want, you can check those out. And I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Goodbye.